When I first started playing, I was very concerned about playing the right fingerings for chords and for phrases, riffs. I was very worried that if I was playing it wrong, I would develop a bad technique. And those were really unfounded fears because, I mean, years later, of course, I realized, especially since I started getting around more and more players and really experienced players, I realized that there's not a lot of truth to that statement because what is right in any given situation depends on where you're coming from, where you're going, and the application. The way that I approach a gig that I am prepping for and I need to play the same every night is a little different than prepping for a gig that I'm going to improvise on. Now, if you're playing the same music every night, it's good to figure out all your fingerings so you can flow through it with the most ease as possible. And the guitar isn't always the easiest instrument to figure out fingerings on because sometimes you could play things in more than one position, even within like the same octave. It's just there's different ways that you can approach it. So it's a little different than piano in that regard. So that could present some issues. But if I'm getting ready for a gig, I do spend some time and I learn those so that I've figured out how all the connections work and it'll just make it flow better. And so for any song that you're playing over and over again, there could be a better fingering. I wouldn't say correct, but there could be a better fingering that works for you for that particular piece of music. But when I'm improvising, things are a little different because I am not making any decisions on where I'm going to end up. It's not pre-planned. I might be just imagining music in my head and then trying to adapt to it in the moment. That means that I have to have a high level of adaptability when I'm moving from one note to the other because I don't know where I'm going to go. So I have to be flexible. Right? It's like a game of Twister with the guitar. I'm making sure that when I'm practicing, I'm thinking about that. And so I do spend some time when I'm practicing picking out weird chords to move between and making sure just in the moment picking some notes that I can play through, that allows me to figure out some fingerings to play.